What's up, everybody? I'm Josh Meek, the Uber Geek. Welcome to Pretty Dece, your daily entertainment and pop culture show. Today on the show, we're going to talk about television movies, a film that HBO was putting out coming up shortly. That is Fahrenheit 451. First of all, I think Michael B. Jordan is everyone's new favorite actor after seeing him portray Eric Killmonger in Black Panther. Well, his next big role is Fahrenheit 451 here. He's portraying Guy Montag, the main character, the main firefighter in Fahrenheit 451. And as I said, it's coming to HBO May 19th, so not too far away. And the first trailer for it dropped today. And we got to see a little bit about what the film is about and the direction that they're going. Of course, Fahrenheit 451 is based on the 1958 novel of the same name, written by Ray Bradbury, and definitely one of the most well-known novels of all time. You probably had to read Fahrenheit 451 in school, or if you didn't, you know people who did. It is one of those, big novels that everyone is supposed to have read or know something about. It focuses around a society that has made books illegal. So there are firemen who don't put out fires, but instead set those fires and travel around burning any illicit copies of books that they find. And Guy Montag, the main character, is a fireman that becomes disillusioned with his role of burning books and ends up joining the resistance to fight against that. The actual novel is a McCarthy-era book that, is about censorship and suppressing dissenting thoughts. It's about holding back knowledge. It's about the control of the government and the media on the individual. And again, it's very important and it has a lot to say. And this trailer, it opens, and it seems like they are going exactly for what the book is going for. It opens with Jordan, portraying Montag, giving a speech to school children. He holds up two books and says, "Have you ever seen these bad things for real?" All the school kids yell no. And he says, "We've burned almost every physical book in the country, so by the time you guys grow up, there won't be one book left." So, it would have been very easy for them to change the subject matter and make it just knowledge in general, or they're, deleting the internet. But books are a very, salient metaphor for knowledge still to this day. And it's a powerful, striking thing seeing it in television form, seeing it on screen when they're actually burning books themselves. So I like that they didn't really change up that particular message. Now, the first thing you'll notice about the trailer is how striking it is and how kind of like Blade Runner and noir looking the entire trailer is. It's very futuristic. There's like screens everywhere in the air. There's like billboards just kind of floating. It reminds you a lot about futuristic Blade Runner type movies. And that's, of course, something that you don't necessarily get when you read the book source material, seeing as it was written almost 70 years ago. But it makes perfect sense. We are in a dystopian future where books are now illegal. They've forgotten what firefighters originally did. It is the intended spirit of the book, even if the book was written too early for any of these things to actually be real or be even imagined. So it's very cool that they are keeping it very futuristic in kind of that same general spirit. There's also some really great lines throughout and some awesome visuals. You get to see an eagle kind of projected in the air that says, "If you see something, say something." At one point, there's a cool banner with a giant eyeball that just says, "Freedom is choice." It is exactly what you want out of your dystopian future society. And of course, we get a little taste of Chief Beatty, who is the fireman chief. He's portrayed by Michael Shannon. And Michael Shannon is one of the most naturally evil-looking individuals that I have ever seen in my entire life. Very fitting, having portrayed General Zod. But every time I see him, he's the perfect villain in any movie that he finds himself in. And it seems like this is no exception. He seems downright terrifying in the short trailer that we've got so far. All in all, this looks like a super interesting telling of this very classic tale. While being very true to the original, they are doing some very interesting things with the setting and with the characters, but still, hitting all the same points that the original book was trying to accomplish. So I'm very excited about checking this film out when it debuts on HBO. Very excited to see it and compare it to the original novel. That's going to do it for Pretty Dece for today. Thank you very much for joining me. Make sure that you like Pretty Dece on Facebook, facebook.com/PrettyDeceShow, and follow me on Twitter @PrettyDeceShow. Finally, subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can find that at PrettyDeceShow.com/video. And of course, subscribe to the podcast wherever podcasts are delivered to your phone or device of choice, or subscribe inside the Anchor app as well. Make sure that you're checking back every single day so that you never miss any of the content.